In the middle of one of the most explosive and controversial law enforcement sagas in recent American history, Gregory "Greg" Bovino, once a towering figure in U.S. Border Patrol's nationwide crackdown, now finds himself the epicenter of political storm clouds that could reshape national immigration enforcement forever and possibly end a long career. Reuters. For weeks, federal agents under a high-visibility Trump administration operation in Minneapolis have dominated headlines. But what started as an aggressive crackdown swiftly devolved into an unprecedented political and social firestorm. Two shocking fatal shootings. First, the killing of Renee Nicole Good, then the death of ICU nurse Alex Pretti, both American citizens, ignited massive protests, legal challenges, and skyrocketing public outrage. The Guardian. Behind this controversial federal operation, one name stood above all others. Gregory Bovino, a career Border Patrol commander elevated to be the public face of President Donald Trump's far-reaching immigration enforcement surge. He was placed in command at large of Border Patrol's embedded federal missions far from the southern border, including in cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, Charlotte, and now Minneapolis. Wikipedia. Bovino's meteoric rise made him a lightning rod for both conservative praise and liberal fury, but nothing prepared him for the fierce backlash after Minneapolis. In the chaos that followed the Pretti shooting, Bovino appeared on major news outlets defending the actions of federal agents and repeatedly stating that Pretti was a threat, claims that were sharply contradicted by widely circulated video footage. Critics say the visuals show Pretti unarmed or holding only a cell phone before being tackled and shot, a discrepancy that ignited widespread distrust and condemnation. People.com+1. Then, on January 26, explosive reports landed from multiple major outlets. Greg Bovino was being removed from his role as Border Patrol Commander at Large and demoted back to a previous assignment in El Centro, California, a far cry from his high-visibility national command. By some accounts, he could soon retire. The Atlantic+1. This wasn't just a routine personnel shift. It was an abrupt and stunning turn in a saga that had national repercussions. Reports said Bovino and a number of federal agents were expected to depart Minneapolis immediately amid fierce protests, legal battles, and political pressure from local and national figures alike, including Minnesota's governor and city leadership. Newsweek+1. Yet the story only got murkier. Within hours of the news breaking, the Department of Homeland Security and White House officials disputed the reports, stating emphatically that Bovino has not been fired or relieved of his duties, and that he remains a key part of the president's team. They emphasized that his reassignment represents a strategic adjustment, not a dismissal. San Francisco Chronicle. Adding to the drama, President Trump publicly designated Tom Homan, the administration's so-called border Czar, to take operational control of federal immigration efforts in Minneapolis going forward, a move that further underscored the depth of the administration's efforts to quell the political firestorm. AP News. Now, Bovino's reputation, career, and legacy hang in the balance. Is he simply being shifted out of the spotlight? Or is this the beginning of an even larger reckoning within federal law enforcement over accountability, use of force, and deepening tensions between Washington and local communities? Across the U.S., legal challenges are brewing. A federal judge is reviewing Minnesota's lawsuit to block the federal immigration deployment on constitutional grounds. Public confidence in federal priorities is eroding, and families of victims like Alex Pretti and Renee Good are demanding justice, transparency, and accountability. The Guardian. At the core of all this stands one controversial figure whose decisions, and now his uncertain employment future, reflect one of the defining conflicts of our era: how America enforces its borders, treats its civilians, and navigates a complex interplay between federal authority and public trust. As the nation watches, the fallout around Greg Bovino is far from over, and its implications will echo well beyond Minneapolis.